Good morning. We're Alton Towers.
You're not Alton Towers now. Why are we here, Joshua?
Yeah, we are, mate. It's raining as well after all this heat we've had. Don't even know when this vlog's going to come out because I still have Chessington and Fort Park videos to upload.
Where is it? You did a Fort Park vlog. Where is it?
Where's your Blackpool vlog from like October 2022?
I'm not releasing that.
But yeah, we're back at Alton Towers. Don't really know what else to say. Think we're on the way to Sub Terra via the Curse Alton Manor.
It's the first time doing
the two new dark rides. It's going to be my first ever time doing Sub Terra, Danielle as well. Yeah. I don't have a clue what to expect.
Danielle's watched my spoiler review.
Spoilers, all I know is that there's drop towers similar to what's in dungeons, which I like the drop towers in the dungeons, so...
I don't know, I feel like you'll slag it off, but...
Really?
I actually enjoy Sub Terra, but...
That's lowered my expectations.
It's weird because like, I actually, as much as I complain about the... I don't know. I've obviously never done Curse with you, so viewers don't know, but I actually really like the two new dark
This is the
rides
first time we've come to Alton Towers together this season. You know what, I completely forgot to mention Sub Terra in the intro. That's something I'm looking forward to trying out today for the first time. Then yeah, getting back on Curse and all the roller coasters as well. Ben has ridden Sub Terra. What did you think, without giving too much away?
That Sub Terra is not the best dark ride in the UK, but...
Is Curse better?
Yeah, and Valhalla's better, and then Ghost Train, like, that looks awful.
That's solid. Is it the third best dark ride in the UK then?
I don't know, because Wallace and Gromit.
Because if it is, if it's the, is it good? It's good.
Yeah, I bet it's better than
if we're comparing it to Curse, Alton Manor, Valhalla, Wallace and Gromit, all that, it's good. So we'll see how it goes. I am looking forward to it. And it'll be the first time actually today. The ending's underwhelming. That's good. It'll be the first time today I see the new Nemesis track in person as well, actually. So looking forward to seeing that. Ben slugged this ride off before it opened. Now he absolutely loves it. I absolutely love it. The audio's on beautifully and loud inside this queue line. It is walk on, which is a shame to be honest, considering it is new for 2023. But I'm gonna lap it today. These two dependent, because I don't think they'll want to stay on the same ride all day. But yeah, I'll see you after the Curse. I've got to put this away. God, that's a tall crane, isn't it? Are they building something? This is new. Or is it like just a refurb like tank? I don't know. True.
No,
looks a lot fresher than it did. Nemesis Sub Terra is closed, but Curse was good. I think the issues are the same as what they were before. I'll repeat myself. The cars are not spaced out enough, and some of the things just aren't really lit up well. So yeah, they have less effects because they're not lit up as well. But yeah, the audio in there is perfect.
Emily going, "You're mine!" at the end of the ride, if you get what I mean.
Not many people are around, so that won't help, but it really is dead in this area without Nemesis, and we're getting geeky. I don't remember these holes in the fences last time, but we'll have a quick look.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry Ben, sorry Ben, that's the entrance. I don't know what that blue thing is.
Go on, Josh.
There are.
You can see the track.
I thought you were filming me then. And yeah, there's my first look at the new track, which is being erected. Ben's filming and a builder walks past. Oh, there we go.
Hello, mate. He's working on Nemesis. But yeah, obviously the ride is being erected.
Here's another one of Nemesis holes. Yeah, you do get a better view of the track here. Shame it's not the weather for some track shots. I thought today like I was going to get some really nice pictures visiting Alton Towers in this heat wave, but it's kind of backfired. But yeah, the track hasn't gone in yet here, but yeah, it's a work in progress.
So Terra like pre-show, not pre-show, like videos are on, but I don't think it's open.
Oh yeah. Well, I completely forgot that Funkin' Fly existed there. Oh my god. But yeah. There we have it. Let's see if he gets a builder this time. But yeah, there we go. I'll show you what I can of Nemesis. These will be cool to look back on when it's opening like from next year onwards. I can just about see the viewing platform from up there, actually. And yeah, we will go up there and check it out. Like, we was gonna go on Sub Terra, but Sub Terra was closed. And then like it was so quiet around there, it was just full of Phalanx staff. And like, yeah, I didn't want to just walk onto the viewing platform from that point, but we will on the way back. out of Forbidden Valley. But yeah, you can see the track from here. And yeah, it looks a little different to what it did originally, obviously. I'm curious to what they're going to do to the lift, like just everything that was like hasn't been taken down. But yeah, they'll have to just paint it. Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, what did they have? The station, the lift hill, and the brake run. I think they didn't take out, but everything else has been taken out. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Not gonna lie though, it does look a bit better in person than on pictures and videos.
Everyone says that. Everyone says that, yeah.
Like, they should have just had black track and red supports. That would have looked so good.
Yeah, I agree with that. Instead of being all fancy design, because it'll all get covered in dirt in a few years, and I feel like it won't look good at that, from that point onwards.
The Smiler's got mould on it this year.
Has it on my days? But yeah, Nemesis. Like I said, there's only so much I can really say whilst pointing the camera at it. But yeah, monorail there as well. We'll go up the viewing platform on the way back out of Forbidden Valley, but for now I think it's time to take a ride on Galactica and maybe Funk and Fly whilst we are in the queue. Galactica soundtrack cover, go! Ben!
What?
Galactica soundtrack cover, go! Okay, stop, because I don't want you to embarrass yourself while people walk past.
Oh, bloody hell.
Carry on now, they've gone.
Right, that's as much as you get.
The area where Ben got stung by a wasp is closed off.
I'll never forget that. Honestly.
And yeah, you can see the turnaround.
Sort your wasp nest out.
Yeah, right over there I think it was. Or was it up there? No, I think it was down here.
No, it was literally
someone's chilling out down there.
Bushes,
you can see his boot. Of course, there's a smoking area there. And there's Galactica. Yeah. It feels weird actually. I've only just realised that that bit's closed off, I think, but it's weird going up Galactica without seeing a load of people stood there right in front of you, filming you as you go up the lift hill. But yeah, here's what it is. I'm not gonna bother climbing up anything here, but like you can get a really good view of the final turn into brake run round about here. Not quite tall enough, I don't think, but yeah, there we go. Saw it from over there, and you can imagine what it looks like. But yeah, enjoyed Galactica. Yeah, really good. It's on 3 trains, 2 stations as well, which definitely helps things. And yeah, it was flying, because it was a flying coaster, but yeah, like felt like we were going quicker than usual there, to be honest. Enjoyed it. Good first roller coaster of the day. While we're here, of course, might even do Blade on the way out, why not? Another one I forgot about the flights, oh my god, it's been a while. But yeah, Funk and Fly, one of the original retro squads that has, yeah, just stayed here all the time. Yeah, Ben's looking forward to it. Ben likes this ride.
I do.
I like it too. Yeah, it's very cool. Like the music as well.
He's a crazy.
Ben, who are you talking to? It's in photo mode.
So next up is Funk and Fly. I think the cycle's coming to an end, so we keep it short and sweet. But yeah, Retro Squad ride. Rumours it could be leaving at the end of this year, but there's been rumours of that for the past 3 years, so God knows. Funk and Fly's good. What's it done to my hair though? It hurt because of the rain, which is annoying. I wish I could film on there because Ben was very funny. He loves that ride. Ben, what would you like? Oh my god, please keep it Alton Towers. Don't get rid of it.
Don't get rid of Alton. Don't get rid of Funk and Fly on Alton Towers. I have never been in this arcade in my life, and I'm just walking in random places as I always do when I'm filming. And yeah, what's in here? Nothing. Yeah. Sub Terra's reopened apparently. So, I'm gonna go on it. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna have to wipe this lens. This is annoying me. But yeah, Sub Terra time. I'm really looking forward to experiencing it. Time to go inside Sub Terra I have been in this like building once, I think for Project 42, not for Sub Terra.
Oh, true.
And yeah, there's a baggage hold there.
You know, Project 42
Really
was
excited.
actually like, the maze was in this queue, because I'm pretty sure
Yeah, I
it's bigger
remember.
than the Sub Terra building.
I don't even remember, it looks kind of different, this whole queue looks new. But yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a go, obviously. And then I've done it. Alright then, I've just experienced Nemesis Sub Terra for the first ever time. I went in there 100% spoiler free. I knew it were drop towers were involved, and speaking of spoilers, like I've kind of just said one there, there will be spoilers from this point onwards, so yeah, feel free to use the time. Chapters from the description to move on to the next ride, that whatever we do after this Sub Terra review. If you don't want spoilers of Sub Terra, because yeah, I do think it's worth doing that, to be honest. I'm glad I went in there spoiler free. And yeah, overall, a cool little experience, which, yeah, it's just another ride at Alton Towers, another thing to do at Alton Towers that was there and they removed for like God knows how many years. I can't even remember. Didn't it close in like 2016 or something? And now they've brought it back. And yeah, there we go. It's a good experience. Bits of it are AXA-led, and then there is obviously the ride in there. Well, not all. The pre-show has a bit of actors in there from the Phalanx, introducing you to the ride and whatnot. And then yeah, obviously you go into the room where there's an egg. I had no idea why people were calling this thing the egg ride, but yeah, you have to observe the egg. He's dropping his bag behind me, and yeah, that's it basically. There's a big egg in the middle, and then all of a sudden once the ride has started, the egg cracks pretty much whilst you're observing it. And then this is something that I did not expect whatsoever. I said as we walked in there, I knew that it was, I knew that these drop towers were pretty much the same as the dungeons like London, Blackpool. Did he have the drop towers in York? I think they did, I can't even remember now. But yeah, I knew they were the same size, the same ride system and whatnot. But I looked up and I was like, them drop towers, what, like, where does it go up to? Can I just not see it, or is this drop tower absolutely tiny? And yeah, I soon got a surprise. Basically, normally at a drop tower you start at the bottom, make your way up like you do on the drop dead rides in the dungeons. You go up and you get hung, you get dropped. It's a short but very snappy and sweet drop, and it's amazing. But yeah, all of a sudden, after this egg has cracked, you are just dropped from where you've got onto the ride, and I did not expect that at all. I didn't expect to just be dropped. I thought we was going to go up and then obviously do the drop. Never been on a drop tower like that before, so obviously it took me by surprise, but a very good surprise. Loved it. And yeah, then there's obviously loads of cracked pieces of eggs at the bottom. Then you make your way up, and yeah, it's why shorts don't come recommended on Sub Terra now. I now know the reason. You get poked, prodded everywhere, tickled in your back, in your legs mainly, like where your calves are, and yeah, like people have had like cuts and like from that. So yeah, don't go on Sub Terra with shorts, and if you do, I guess just extend your legs a little bit so you don't get cut by them. But yeah, overall, and then after that you just walk through like a bit of a corridor. You go back into a lift, then you go into the lift, and then it's through a little white corridor, and then you are basically at the exit. So yeah, that's the end of the Sub Terra experience. I've finally done it after all these years of kind of wondering what it was, and then obviously I've now had the opportunity to experience it. I've heard that it's a lot less intense than what it was in the original, but it is what it is. I didn't find it too intense, to be honest, but yeah, loved that drop. Really do like them drop towers. The biggest problem with them is, and I've never done a dungeons review, so I'll say this now, and this applies to all the dungeon drop tower, and you'll get what I mean if you've done it. What takes away from these drop towers is the restraints. They're okay, but they have these things that like dig into your legs at like a 45-degree angle, and like, yeah, they're quite hard. They don't bend or anything, so yeah, that kind of restricts like the airtime you get from that drop tower, those types of drop towers, which is a shame. And yeah, the restraints are quite restrictive anyway. They literally said before we entered the building, like, the restraints you're gonna like have to experience are the tightest and most restrictive on park, I think they said. So like, wow. There were a few that struggled to get on, but they did end up getting on in the end. They got us all to push down. But yeah, there we go. Sub Terra, overall, very glad I've experienced it. Loved how they go about the drop. Like I say, really did take me by surprise. And yeah, just glad I've done it. Hopefully we'll give it another go again today. Let's find out what these guys thought. Benjamin.
Sub Terra?
Yes.
I think Sub Terra overall is a good experience, and it's a shame that it's been closed for all this time, because it does add something to
the park.
Like, yeah, it's a shame. Like, there's obviously like reasons in 2015 why they closed it. It's just one of those rides that kind of had to go. But,
didn't even realise it was part of that, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. But thank goodness they brought it back as part of the Nemesis storyline. I mean, it's a bit. They've tried to like integrate it into the storyline, and I mean, if you've seen social media, you know. But it is kind of the events of it kind of took place before that, but that most, you know, non-enthusiasts wouldn't even realise because it's been so long. So it works. In terms of like POVs I've seen like before it reopened, like not a lot's changed. Like I don't know, for 2012 it's quite impressive, some stuff in there, but the main thing for me that lets it down is the ending, because it builds up to it and then you come out, oh, this is spoilers, isn't it?
No, it's fine. They've been given the warning.
There's like this little scare maze section, however it lacks actors, so you don't expect to go in there and expect actors 2 centimetres from your face like in a scare maze, because it's not like that.
Yeah, it's just a long exit corridor.
In like the old Sub Terra, it was more like that, where the actors were scaring and stuff. But like, I don't know whether like to appeal to like the wider audience that Towers attracts, they've toned it like down a bit. But it felt like congested in there, and like I feel like if there were actors, it'd help with that as well, because like people would be running out rather than just like. Oh yeah,
definitely. There's not much room out there to be running out, to be honest.
No.
But yeah.
But I mean, they could probably work with it. But yeah, it is what it is. But I still really enjoy it.
Good.
And now time to get your thoughts.
What does Danielle think?
Oh right, yeah, you do that first.
I have enjoyed it. It's an actual pretty good ride, to be honest.
Good.
Like Ben said, I did expect them to be actors at the end, but you know, it is what it is.
There we go. I'm going to have to speak on his vlog now. I don't know how many cuts I'm going to edit into it. Depends how many times I said but I just filmed like a 9-minute clip straight without any interruptions. Don't know if you've been able to tell. I have a new SD card in this camera, and it seems to be working, so big up the new SD card. I'm getting a round of applause for SD cards. Thank you, thank you. Anyway, if you haven't guessed, we're at the theme park Mad Hill. Unfortunately, because of this morning's rain, it's a bit wet, so we can't roll down it. Like, I thought about it this morning, like I might actually get a roll down the hill for the first time in over a year this afternoon, but it's not happening, which is a shame. But let's check out Ed's stepping stones, because the last time I came down here, they were really untidy, just overgrown and everything. It's not too bad now. Well, the stones themselves are not bad. These things could do with a bit of a trim, but let's have a walk across the stepping stones while we're here. We don't come down here every time anymore, but yeah, I think it was this one where Eddie fell in after jumping over here. Crazy, that was over 2 years ago now. Do check out that vlog, which was filmed in April 2021 at Alton Towers. Like, such a good day. Still one of the best days I've had at a theme park in yeah, like we laughed very loudly from this point when Ed like just jumped across and fell in literally right there. So yeah, shout out to Eddie if you're watching. Just be careful if you step over here in the future. Anyway, I think it's time to go on another ride. We're on Food Street, which is part of the Mardi Gras event, which is currently on. Ben's not a fan of events. And yeah, there's a new stage if I can get across. Yeah, new stage. No wonder the one on the main lawn isn't being used. Don't know if it's Mardi Gras specific or will it get used in Oktoberfest? Probably. Hopefully we get to come back and see.
No.
But yeah, there's some drummers on now. Entertainment. Yeah, very cool, very cool. But I think I'd rather it stay on the main lawn. I think that's the better place for it, really. A lot bigger as well. But yeah, can't argue with a new stage.
They're doing a lot of banging.
Load of table. I know, yeah. And it's on Food Street as well, so like maybe that's why. I don't know. What the hell's going on with Hex? I swear it spent the vast majority of last season closed. They brought it back. Like, yeah. It's all been quiet as well. Like, there's been no communication. And yeah, it's just been kind of just closed. And who knows, like, will it ever return? Like, will it ever return like full time? Because the last time it returned, it lasted a couple months and nothing else. But yeah, it would be lovely to go back in the vault again at some point in the future. But yeah, like it's a much loved dark ride here. It's a shame it's spent like so long closed. And yeah, if it was to close permanently, it would have been nice for it to be announced in advance, really, whilst it was still open. And then yeah, we're not just left waiting. We did both the roller coasters in Dark Forest, which includes the world's steepest brake run. Gonna repeat myself again, that brake run is really frustrating. We was on the back row, it was good until we hit the brakes.
It's the worst family coaster I've ever been on.
I won't go that far, but
no, but you've not done the Disney family coasters.
Also did Rita as well. Enjoyed it. Had the usual Intamin rattle, nothing too major. Gets a lot of stick, that's undeserved and exaggerated. The roadman's out.
Yo! Hello!
Dressed in Alton Towers today.
I know.
To be fair, I would have worn my Smiler hoodie today, but I wanted a zippy thing that I could undo. And yeah, I was going to wear that Smiler top as well, but I didn't want to wear a Smiler t-shirt and not wear a Smiler hoodie. I don't know. I was rushing this morning, I can't lie. I was flapping like a chicken and rushing. Ben did the impression.
That's because he made sandwiches this morning and I didn't, so I wasn't.
True, packed lunch is the way to go for Alton Towers.
So you don't get...
yeah, enjoyed the Dark Forest. The operations were pretty good as well, actually. Like, yeah, exactly. Very good ops in a Dark Forest. Then we had our dinner, and then yeah, which means it's time for Ben. How was your rollover?
Hey, fast food net. Check out Thrill Net, but yeah, the rollover's good. But more detailed review. Fast food.
Check his vlog out. And yeah, then we headed over to Wicker Man, saw a few familiar faces, NF attraction, shout to you, the roller coaster as always a pleasure to see you. And we was there for a certain American. There was a pretty decent group of us, and yeah, Coaster Studios and Sarah are visiting the UK at the minute, a load of UK parks with Harry as well. Coaster bot, and yeah,
Pleasure Beach gets a good review this time.
Fingers crossed. But the weather's not forecast good from tomorrow, and it's annoying because I can't make it. If it was last week on Sunday, I would have been able to make it, but it is what it is. And yeah, so they came round, Harry, Taylor, and Sarah, like answered a load of questions pretty much, and they're doing a Wicker Man group ride now. Because we've got Ben's wrap, we've obviously not joined them in the main queue, and we're going to try and join up, try and time it the best we can really when they get to the front in about an hour's time.
It's just gone down.
Availability dependent, because literally as soon as they entered the queue, the ride went down. I can't believe it. I bet they're laughing so hard in that queue line right now. I couldn't believe it when that announcement went off. But yeah, like I say, we'll try and stay. Pastor Nathan's a message me when they're near at the front. But yeah, we'll try and get like everyone in the vlog later as well. Because yeah, that'd be cool. But this Wicker Man group ride would be nice, and to get a picture with Harry, Taylor and Sarah hopefully after as well. They said they were doing pictures after the ride, I think, so
yeah,
fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But yeah, for now I guess we just chill out, because like they're in the Wicker Man queue that's broke, and yeah, like obviously we've not joined the queue for reasons, and yeah, Ben thinks there's there's a wasp. I'm joking, I'm joking, I'm joking!
No, I thought she was saying that, so I was just getting up to slow.
I'm joking, you road man. Oh, it didn't work.
No, I said,
but yeah,
I said, oh no.
That's where we're at the minute. Enjoyed the Dark Forest, enjoyed me packed lunch. This is a very long clip. Good job I have the new SD card now. And yeah, like I say, hopefully later we'll get to ride Wicker Man with Coaster Studios, Coaster Bot, like, and everyone else who's attended that meetup. So,
it's a bit overrated though. They were calling it a thrill coaster.
Were they?
I don't think so.
I won't go that far. Family coaster with a thrill theme.
Thrill coaster.
Of course, best one in country. One of my favourite little segments on these videos is returning for summer 2023. We've had a massive heat wave in the UK, which requires a lot of sun cream.
It was never actually here in the
and Ben putting sun cream on. It's very funny.
You've got to be gentle to squeeze it.
Yeah, don't squeeze it too hard like you do.
I don't think that's that bad.
At least you don't have your mask.
There we go. Over to you, Ben. Give it a rub. There's just so much so funny about it, doing it. He's just funny.
Oh, he hasn't done yet.
Oh, he's getting more out.
Yeah. It's going to be a shorter segment because I'm not...
Come on.
Go on.
Oh no, this guy.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Timothy the Clown. You're an experience.
You don't you don't look as Pascal Jackson than what you did last year. So at least like a What do you think of the Mardi Gras music?
I love it, I can't lie. Oh no.
I should play my trumpet for Mardi Gras.
That was another funny sun cream segment. Stay tuned for lots of vlogs this summer, hopefully. Where we'll put this stuff on, well, Ben will put his sun cream on and we'll laugh at him. I'm gonna have to say this quietly, but it's quite funny. So, I spotted in that corner of the Alton Manor queue line room, opposite this house, opposite the manor, I thought it was just a cool theming piece that wasn't really lit up very well, that I've never noticed before. And it's basically that person there stood in corner, that actor. He's just stood there. And like, I was like, oh, I thought it was a theming piece. It's a real person, then he jumps out at us all, and now he's just traumatised everyone in the queue line. But yeah, it's good to see crowds at Alton Manor, because I think it deserves it, to be honest. As much as it's nice to lap when it's walk on. Yeah, we've headed over to where we knew it'd be quiet enough to obviously like do. Like, it was literally just outside of the inside bit of the queue, so we like just joined up there from the wrap, and yeah, that's it. I think we'll be back in time, and then hopefully we get that group ride, and yeah, say farewell.
Yeah.
Nice to see like Taylor and that in person, of course. Alright then, that group ride on Wicker Man with Taylor, Harry, Sarah, everyone else who attended. It was a lot of fun. Good ride on Wicker Man, and yeah, just the entire like there was a good atmosphere around there, and yeah, got a photo with everyone as well. There's a group photo on there which I'll put on now. Got a picture with Harry, which I'll put on now. I'll finish this down there so I don't get distracted. I always get distracted when he's filming at the same time as me. But yeah, and then we also got a picture with Taylor and Sarah as well, and yeah, it was just amazing to meet them all really. They were all lovely to meet as well. It was a shame actually there was a bit of a queue for like Taylor and Sarah to have like photos, which is like, you know, gotta give them credit, like it's nice of them to kind of take time out of their day to like stand by Wicker Man and take photos with like anyone who wants a photo. But yeah, then Harry's just stood to the side, like just waiting, and it's like, I said to him, like, why don't you have a queue? So yeah, there we go. That's why like he's separating like his picture, and then Taylor and Sarah just stood there by the fence, and everyone like stood in the middle of them. But yeah, all really nice, welcoming, like they acknowledged that we was there, and it's like they just speak to you like you're anyone, which, you know, it was just nice, a nice atmosphere around there. The ride itself on Wicker Man was running well as well, pretty quick. Lots of laterals on that ride, and then yeah, that's it, like left them there, and yeah, just hope they enjoyed the trip really over here. Went from Wicker Man to the Smiler. I'm going to repeat myself yet again because people are repeating themselves saying it's rough, and I'm going to repeat myself and say it's not rough. There's nothing wrong with it. I was on the back row as well, in a seat obviously, but Danielle was on the outer seat, and I swear she said like it's smooth. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with a Smiler. It wasn't as B&M smooth as it was last time, I think I said in my vlog, but yeah, it was smooth and bearable enough. So yeah, there we have it then. Oblivion as well, same old, like, yeah, it's fun, got a good drop. Yeah, not much weight on there as well either. And this is my first time on the Nemesis observation platform. Yeah, this is new for 2023. The guys are already over there. So yeah, let's see what this is all about. I've heard mixed reviews from it. I've seen that the monorail track gets in the way, but yeah, it's cool to be on here, finally. Seen a few videos, like I say, I have avoided content to stay spoiler free with Sub Terra, but I'll be binging it all now.
Has been made safe for civilian viewing.
Monorail track. But now that's been erected, we can see it. Yeah, get a decent view of it. See it all come together well. Probably the best place for it now, obviously. Yeah, it's cool that they've set this up for this year, and there's lots of phalanx announcements going off as well. The weather's nice now, by the way, now we're about to go home, but yeah, here are the phalanx announcements. But yeah, let's take it on the track one last time. Yeah, there we go.
Phalanx operatives will ensure your security at all times.
Oh, lost it. Due to okay, if I was a bit more local, and I came here more, I'd probably do Nemesis updates, because the last thing I did updates for was rather
for
successful.
Your own safety,
well, yeah, it is
please
what it is.
obey all instructions given to you by the Phalanx operatives.
But yeah, don't really plan on doing that right now. Yeah, I'm not able to get down here as much anymore, but at the minute. But yeah, there we go. Looks cool. The scaffolding out station, all around the track as well. And yeah, there we have it. Right, I've just been informed that I broke the rules a little bit. I came on and off the observation platform the wrong way. But yeah, it's what it is. I hope I didn't cause any harm, but about 10 minutes to go now. We're gonna have a last ride on Gras Alton Manor. 5? Flipping heck. Better run then, Ben.
Yeah,
but
I think it's better we don't do Sub Terra.
No. Gras will be walk on, and a good thing to end on. Walking around this, I have a bit of time to film. It's completely walk on. But yeah, gotta get you in the vlog. Met up with NF Attractions. Spent a bit of time with you today. How are you doing? Have you enjoyed your one ride you've had today?
Yeah, one ride on Wicker Man for me today.
Yeah,
just been taking photos like normal.
Yeah, he comes and he takes photos and doesn't do any rides. So this will be our last ride of the day, and it's his second. But yeah, there we go. He has got a big camera though. Brand new theming. Oh, there was someone stood in this corner earlier. That was good. But yeah, it's literally walk on. Should we all have a car to ourselves? Oh no. But yeah, Good way to start and end the day, Curse Alton Manor. Walk on, one of the best dark rides in the country. Let's have it. Valhalla's relocated. Alright then, there we go, another ride on the Curse at Alton Manor. Few of the things were turned off, but it's near the end of the day, it is what it is. Didn't affect the ride too much. I think there's a parade going on now, which Nathan's told me about. Starts at Food Street, makes its way up to Tower Street. Didn't know it was on. But yeah, had a really good day as always. Amazing to meet Coaster Bot and Coaster Studios and all that. That's the main reason I came, to be honest. Saw that meetup was on. We was overdue a visit to Alton Towers. We kept saying, oh, we'll do it like next week, and we've finally done it. Like, that was like the thing that pushed us on to go and do it. Good to meet Nathan as well. And yeah, to get on all the rides again. Unfortunately, we didn't get on Spinball Whizzer yet again. It's open now. But yeah, it was closed every time we tried to go on it. But it is what it is. There's always a next time. But yeah, like I say, enjoyed my day, enjoyed all the rides we did. Operations have been alright. And yeah, enjoyed that group ride on Wicker Man. I saw the parades over there, I think. Unless it's something different, but yeah. Got to give credit to Taylor and Sarah, as I said, and Harry for putting on that meetup. They didn't have to do that. And Jeff, like, was chatting to everyone, did a full-on like, has anyone got any questions? And then they did the group ride, and then like literally waited for every single like last person to take a photo with them in the end as well. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, that's all I have to say, I think. So thank you very much for watching. Check out the screen to see more for Alton Towers. I'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be.